Hi, I'm Regina, the moderator of this roundtable about the book Into the Wild. The members are Alejandro Mendoza, Uriel Uribe, and Santiago Azpeitia.
Well, we believe there are plenty of topics and things we can analyze in this book, as well as the way they're written. For example, materialism. I believe that's something we can admire from our character, Chris McCandless, because he didn't have any materialism at all. What do you guys believe?
Yeah, of course. From especially the wealth in which he grew up. Like Chris McCandless grew up wealthy. He grew up in an upper class family, and so people with that economic capacity tend to have a materialistic belief, which he didn't have. I believe most of it is involved in what he's written and read, for example. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool and pretty rare also.
He had a different perspective of what surrounded him. Everything he saw was something not normal. He's had a very good education. He went to one of the best schools in the country, but even with all that, he in the end decided to have his own fate, which wasn't very good.
That brings us to the next subject, which is youth. Yeah, I believe it's youth.
Yeah,
of course.
Okay. About youth, one could say that maybe it can be related to childish behaviors. Many may say that Chris McCandless left his life because of a childish idea, but I also think that it is really related with what he read, what he has had written, and it's a lot of freedom-based beliefs which are characteristic from the youth. So not necessarily childish.
Yeah, and I believe the author John Krakauer wrote it in a very good way, because he expressed exactly how he wanted us to believe Alex's personality was, and what led him to take the decisions he took.
The author talked to the family before the death of McCandless, and all they said was that when he reached a certain age, he started to don't have the same relationship as he had as kid with them.
Yeah, and that leads us to the next topic, which is family. And I believe the family of Chris McCandless was a very important part of what took him to take that decision of leaving the city and stuff. What do you believe?
I think it was very important to Chris McCandless to have a family like that, because in a certain way they allowed him to grow.
He was allowed to express himself and take the decisions he wanted, all because of all the things he lived through all his childhood, through his youth, and when he was an adult, everything will bring us right to this point.
Yeah, and well, as a conclusion, I believe the book is written in a way kind of boring, if I could say, and tedious a little bit. Yeah, but there are some unnecessary quotes at the beginning of each chapter, and a little bit of extra information doesn't matter.
Yet it is interesting.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. The chronics of the story.
A lot of context to understand
what
Chris McCandless and what he was thinking.
I mean it's useful context, but I believe there's some extra context and stuff.
There could be an easier way to tell the story, not the way that it's told in the book.
Yeah, but even though all of that, I believe it is a really good book.
It's a pretty well structured book, I think, and it was not that heavy actually.
Yeah, well, that's it.
That'd be all.
Thanks, members, for sharing your ideas and thoughts about the book and the author. It was a really great roundtable.